What's up, Ricky? I'll try to keep this within a minute so I can actually send it to you. I've made like 3 videos, but they've all been too long. I watched your video about your past and your childhood and what you grew up going through. And all I can say is, I love you. I have no idea how you feel or what that's like to go through. I can only sympathize. But just to know that I see you as one of the most strong-willed individuals that I've ever come across, and the influence you have on the people that do come across you is tenfold, and I can't thank you enough, man. I'm all ears. If you ever need to talk to anybody, I'm here. I just wanted to formally send you a message so you could see my face and to hear my voice. I love you. Don't let anybody fucking tell you any different. You're fucking awesome.
Well, good morning, everybody. Girls, boys, cats, dogs, mothers, and lovers. It's another beautiful day. Today is Monday, and today I just want to say thank you. Thank you to every single one of you guys. Thanks to people on Facebook. Thanks to people on Instagram. Big thank you to everybody that came to my YouTube and watched my video. I didn't realize the impact that it was going to have. Obviously, I didn't plan on anything. My whole idea of this was to just get everything off of my chest and get rid of things that had been haunting me or been bothering me my whole life. Well, not my whole life, but pretty much my teenage years and my young adult life. And it took that much time, and just the overwhelming reach outs from people was it's just unbelievable. I can't imagine. It's hard to fathom. I just showed you guys a little video that I received on my Instagram DMs. Thank you so much, Make Jets. I looked for your name. I couldn't find it, but I appreciate it. I had so many people reach out to me, and so many people write me things and thank me for opening up and thanking me for giving them a different point of view on life and making them realize that they are special and making them realize that life is precious. And the more that I make these videos, the more that I'm realizing that I'm not alone. You're not alone. We're all in this together, and everybody has topics. Everybody has something in their life that's bothering them. They have something that they're going through, something that's really, 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 really deep and dark and secret, and people just don't know how to get that out. And I can tell you from experience, bottling things up and then waiting years, basically until the pressure pops, that I don't know if it's healthy, I don't know if it's good for you, but I will tell you that I think people got to find an outlet that makes it easier for them to talk, making it easier for them to get out the way that they're feeling, because it's not easy. Life's never been easy. It's not easy for anyone, but if you can find something that you're passionate about and it'll help you clear your head and, you know, spiritually get you rejuvenated, it's really good. I've had BMX forever, and BMX has always helped me get rid of feeling bad and has made me always feel like, all right, cool, I don't have these problems anymore. But I did have these problems, because what it would do is just, I would go out, do something physically, and I would try to forget and suppress the way that I felt. And I would just constantly just store it in the back of my head and be like, all right, well, you forgot about it. And I would purposely make myself forget about things. And it would bother me later on down the road, but it wouldn't be bothersome, I guess, until I had another episode or something bad in my life happened. And then it would just stack and stack and stack. And I'm not sure how other people work. I know that some people can automatically just start expressing themselves and let it out. And then there's those others that can't even cope with life and they feel lost. And some people could even become suicidal. And, you know, that's another topic that's super, super, super tough. But people do feel that way. People get to that point and people have a hard time coming out of their shell. And all I can say to them is just open up. There's people there. You have friends, family. You know, if you go to church, you have people at church. Open up at your church. You know what I'm saying? There's always somebody there that you could say something to. And no matter how afraid or how stupid you think it is, just open your mouth. Take the chance. Let it out. You know, bottling something up like I did for 20 years isn't healthy. It's not good. It's not something that I would recommend for anybody. You know, I wish that I started this YouTube page 15 years ago or so. So then I could have just opened up and realized that, like, hey, Ricky, you have people out there that care about you. You have people that love you. You know, people look up to you. And you know, going back to kind of my high school, I guess you could say it's childhood at the rate that I'm this old now. I go back and I look at those times and I didn't want to be this way, but I was very energetic and popular in a sense. Popular in a sense of not like I'm walking down the hallway and it's like, oh, it's that guy like in the movies. No, it was just like, hey, it's Ricky. We all know Ricky. Ricky's the class clown. Ricky's this guy that's going to put a smile on my face. And I can go back to those times and I could remember just being absolutely depressed, super sad. And I just didn't know how to express that part of my life, of telling people that, like, hey, I don't feel good, or hey, I'm really upset and sad about the situations in my life. And all I can recommend and say to people is just open up. Just give it a chance. Talk to someone. Say something. You know, sometimes when people are on Facebook and, you know, you're just scrolling through it and you see somebody write like a 20-page letter and you just skim by it. The next time that you see that, don't skim by it. Read it. Listen to it and give constructive criticism and actually talk back to that person. Those are people that are reaching out. And the same goes for yourself. Just take a chance, because to be honest with you, the answer to you feeling bad is out there. And the only way to cure or make yourself feel better is to take different chances. Because it's obvious the one that you're doing by suppressing it and keeping it in the back of your mind and not letting people know that, you know, you're being bothered or something's upsetting you, that's not working. You know, that's just making it worse for yourself, because you tend to build up on that. You know, it could lead to worse decisions in your life, or it could lead to things that you would have never done, but since you're so upset and you have these things that are bottled up, you know, it's this untold thing that's a part of you, and it can be poisonous for relationships, for new jobs, for you even going out into society and doing something, because some people bottle it up so much that they don't even want to leave their own house. So I just recommend that anybody out there that's experienced, you know, death, or has had a bad breakup, or just has something that super bothers them, take a chance. Just take a chance. Say something. Open up. You have Instagram, you know, you have friends, you have family, and this part right here might sound crazy, but if it ever happens, open up to a stranger. This piece of advice, people are probably going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to tell you this. It is 100 times easier to tell somebody that doesn't know you something than it is to have somebody that will hold it against you, or somebody that loves you, because they feel obligated, or they feel like they have to say something. And instead of giving you exactly what you need to hear, they're going to tell you what they're going to tell you what they think you need to hear, and not give you the full truth. So sometimes talking to a person that you don't know all the way, or that's a complete stranger, and you open up to them, they're going to tell you exactly pretty much what you need to hear. And sometimes that's the key. The key is hearing something that you didn't think of and that you didn't notice. And seriously, it feels so great having everybody reach out to me. I had people reach out to me that I haven't talked to since that happened 20 years ago. I had 6 or 7 people that I haven't heard of, or I haven't thought of since that time. And just them leaving me comments and opening up to me and telling me their side of the story and how they felt and how it still bothers them to this day. It's remarkable, and it makes me feel like I don't need to be sad. I have so many people and so many virtual friends and family members that care about me, and the whole idea of just being smothered in, depression, basically, it makes no sense. There's people that are out there for me, but at the same time, I know that making these videos, that I'm making an impact on other people that are facing the same trials and tribulations, that are facing the same problems each and every single day. And they don't have means or a voice or the right footsteps to make. So I think that by me telling my story and by me expressing what I've done and how I've developed over the years is something good. And I guess this is why I'm starting to enjoy these videos more. Obviously they can be very emotional and they can be stressful at times, but this is just me opening up and talking into my phone. I'm not pre-recording, I'm not planning. I'm not doing nothing. This is just pouring straight out of my head, and hopefully it makes sense. I feel like sometimes I go back and I listen to these and I'm like, man, I should have said this, or I should have said that, or I should have approached this, or I shouldn't have said that, but I said it, or I went about a subject and talked about it this way, and I can't take that back, because I don't want to edit these. I don't want to church these up, and I don't want to make them in any sense some fabricated ball, some just, where I take chunks and pieces and I put them all together to make this perfect video. I don't want those. I want them raw. I want them real. And I want them as authentic as possible. All right, guys. Well, I gotta get ready. I gotta go to work. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Make Jets, thank you for sending me that video. To everybody that DM'd me and left me comments, I really, really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I feel like I lifted everything off of my chest. I feel like 20 years of just bottled up hate and anger and sadness had just been dissolved. It feels way better. It feels better to just open up, get it out, and have my peace with it than to just sit there and seethe over something. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. I love all of you guys. I'm going to go to work today, and I guess I'm going to go check my Facebook. I have no clue how the Facebook's going to be, so I guess wish me luck. Also, to my family members, if you guys end up watching this one, the follow-up video to that, if I hurt your feelings, or I said something that you didn't agree with, or I mentioned a name and you guys don't like the name thing, I am sorry. It's really hard. You guys know how big our family is, and you guys know that we all have feelings. We all feel something because there's just so many of us. And since there's so many feelings, there's a part of having a hard time expressing how we feel until something happens. Like, there is no opening up. I'm probably, out of the whole family, I'm probably the only one that's opening up. I've always been just this dude that talks and says how it is and just lets it out. Ever since Junior's funeral, when I was sitting in the back and I just stood and stared at all you guys, and I realized I need to get my fucking ass up and I need to say what's on my mind, because I'll never get to do that again. And you guys remember that during the funeral. You guys remember me getting up there and just saying my peace of mind. And I know that there are people in my family that don't like me, that are probably upset with me and probably hate the idea that I made a video that involves so much detail about something so tragic. And obviously there's probably people out there thinking I'm an attention whore and thinking that I'm doing this to benefit from it. And I want to say to those people, I'm sorry you feel that way. I am. I mean, if you feel that way, that's fine. I can't please everyone, and I think that's what's been wrong with me my whole entire life, is being adopted and technically having 16 brothers and sisters and just trying to prove to them that I am their brother and that my mom and dad are my mom and dad has probably been the wrong way of going about it. Because when you're this age and your oldest sister is 40 years older than you, there is no relatability. I can't, we'll never ever be on an even plane. We're always going to be separate and completely different. There is no changing that. So all I can do is just be myself. Instead of bottling it up, say what's on my mind. Every single one of you guys, I do love you. I do. You might think that I'm just some stubborn kook or somebody that just does things for attention, and I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm just I'm just an emotional person like everybody else, except for I'm willing to open up. And either way, at the end of this, I love all you guys. Have the greatest day. Make sure to like this video, please. Subscribe. If you subscribe to it, I make videos every single day about all kinds of topics. If you guys have ideas or topics that you want me to talk about, leave them in the comments. Suggest them. I have no problem. If you guys have problems or there's something that's on your mind or you need to talk to me, you can DM me, you can Facebook me, and you can leave a comment below. I answer every single comment that I get. And once again, for probably the 4th time, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I seriously love every single one of you guys. And just remember, people are here for you, all right? All right, love all you guys.